So recently, as I've been coaching teachers, one question that keeps coming up is, how do I take my favorite Smekens strategies, my tried and true Smekens strategies, and make them digital and interactive so that my students can collaborate and work together, even if they can't physically be together in the classroom, if we're social distancing, or if we're not even in the classroom together, we're remote teaching and remote learning. And so one resource that I discovered recently is called Google Jamboard. Have you heard of this? I think this could be game changing to make any Smecken strategy interactive. Okay. So if you go to your Google Apps in the right corner here where it says Google Apps and you click on that, and Google Jamboard is located right down here. It's like a Google extension. So once you click on that, it will take you to your kind of like your Google Jamboard dashboard. These are all some of the things that I've already created, but you just click this orange button down here, the plus sign for a new jam, and then you can upload an image of your favorite Smecken strategy. So you need to make it a JPEG. So if you take like a PDF of some of the Smekens originals that you love and convert it to a JPEG, then what you'll do is where it says image right here, add image, you'll click on that, and then you'll just upload that image from your computer. And that's what I did. And then you can share the link with students, and you can share, the same Jamboard with several of your students so they can work together on something, or you can make it so that they all get their own copy and then they do it independently, however you want to set it up. But so just take, for example, the story pyramid. Story pyramid is one that's very popular with teachers. They love that strategy because it helps kids pull out the most important details to write a summary. So if you're not familiar with our story pyramid, let me just show you. I'm going to share my screen here. It builds. And so it starts with the character's name. Okay, so character's name, and then 2 words to describe the character, and then 3 words to portray the main setting, and then 4 words to describe the character's problem or conflict. And they have all these ideas, but they have to get it into 4 words or 3 words, 5 words to represent an event that occurred at the beginning of the story, 6 words that represent an event that occurred in the middle of the story, 7 words that represent an event that occurred near the end of the story, and then 8 words to represent the solution to the problem or the outcome. And so taking that, so that's just like a Google Doc, or a PDF, but then I made an image of this so that I could upload it to a Jamboard. So this is what it looks like in a Jamboard. So I just right where it says add an image, I added an image of the story pyramid, but then the students can click on text box, and they can click anywhere they want and start typing. So they click on text box and start typing right on those lines. And then once they do, they can always move it around so that it fits right on the pyramid lines. There's also things like sticky notes. You can add a sticky note, or they can actually draw, or things like that. But right here's where you share it. So you can share that link with whoever that you need to. Another popular Smekens original strategy is our ABC chart. So in this one, I uploaded an image of the ABC chart, and then it's sort of the background. Then you really can't move that around. But then I did Post-its, so you can add sticky notes. So for example, if we were doing like this one was about polar bears. So once you type it, if you click save, it becomes a sticky note. You can also change the color of your sticky notes there, like that. And so what I love about these is you can move these Post-it notes around. So once they fill up their ABC chart with all these details that they pull out of a text, then they can move them around. So say if you want to, after they get it all filled up, you say, oh, okay, all the ones that had to do with what he eats, they can go over here together. Right? And all the ones about what he looks like, his physical characteristics, I want to pull those over here together. So then they can start to kind of pull and move around these Post-it notes to organize them into categories. So I just think that's awesome. Another popular Smecken strategy is our silhouette head. Same deal. I had an image of the silhouette head that I uploaded, and then you can click on sticky notes and add those sticky notes. And if you're familiar with our inference silhouette, Christina talks about using green for the reading voice details and yellow for the thinking voice details, and then pink for inferences. So you can change when you click on that post-it note. You can always change the color and that kind of thing. And so they can come up with their reading voice, thinking voice details, and then make their inference down here. So, and I will share links to the ABC chart and the silhouette and the story pyramid for you too, so that you can try this out on Jamboard. Okay, so I just wanted to share this idea of how to take a Smekens tried and true, your favorite strategy. All you have to do is make it into an image and then upload that image on Google Jamboard.